This adorable rabbit can transmit Morse code to its owner by beating a drum. However, anyone who uses this rabbit will not only uncontrollably jam, but also must keep their eyes covered and avoid light for 18 hours a day. The father watched Lucy's strange behavior. He thought she had a mental illness, so he decided to hire a bodyguard to take care of Lucy, since Lucy lived in a villa on a deserted island. The father was worried that the bodyguard might leave halfway, so he made the bodyguard wear clothes with locks and tied a 10-meter-long iron chain to his back. Although the bodyguard strongly resisted, he still agreed for the sake of his payment. After the father left, the bodyguard began observing the house. He thought this villa was extremely eerie. Not only was it very dilapidated, even Lucy, who lived here, acted strangely, since life here was too boring. The bodyguard had no choice but to sit at the door and read. However, at the moment something strange happened. The iron chain behind the bodyguard was suddenly yanked. He was very scared and quickly went to check, but after searching the entire villa he found nothing. So he went to Lucy's room, but Lucy was still covering her eyes, squatting in the corner tower. All of this was too strange, but the bodyguard didn't pay much attention to it. He thought it was just a coincidence. However, at night when the bodyguard was about to sleep, a strange noise suddenly came from the room. The bodyguard quickly got up to check. It turned out that a painting on the wall had fallen to the ground. He picked up the painting and examined it carefully. There was actually a pair of eyes staring intently at him. The bodyguard was a little scared. He quickly turned the painting over, but in the next second the painting suddenly flipped back on its own, and the gaze became even more fierce. He hurriedly flipped the painting over again, but not long after, the painting suddenly collapsed onto the ground. The bodyguard quickly went forward to pick it up, but at that moment, he seemed to hear a strange sound coming from the painting. The eerie atmosphere made the bodyguard too scared to stay in the bedroom, so he went to sleep in the living room. But at that moment, the rabbit doll on the table suddenly started knocking eerily. The bodyguard was very surprised. He looked behind him, but there was nothing behind him except the door. He thought he was just overthinking, so he continued to sleep. However, as soon as he closed his eyes, the rabbit doll started knocking frantically. Slowly, the wooden door behind him creaked open. The bodyguard seemed to understand what the rabbit doll was trying to say, so he picked up the rabbit doll and went to the basement. Under the rabbit's guidance, he discovered a black hole on the wooden door in the basement.